What's going on, everybody? Today is Monday, September 30th, 2024. We're back again to talk some Survivor 47. Oh my
Yes.
God, I just realized it's September 30th. That means exactly 1 month from today, I am going to be 35 years old. That's
Wow.
terrible.
Woo-hoo.
All right. My name is John Dunphy, currently still not standing anybody, but I'm joined, as always, by my fellow tribe mates, Mr. Kyle Petty Basal, continually standing, the Australian Survivor champion Ferris, and Miss Morgino Welch, of course, standing season 47's Asia.
Ghana.
Yeah, no, I like. We haven't seen that much of her yet. I feel like,
Sure.
but I do like her a lot from what I've seen because I'm not super familiar with her work on
Right.
Rob as a podcast, but. We are here to talk about episode 2 of Survivor 47. What do you guys, any initial thoughts before we jump into the whole episode?
Nothing I can think of.
No initial thoughts. I will say that I think I'm still enjoying this more than a lot of those new era seasons. And I'm so hesitant to go that far because there definitely there's issues. Like this is not a perfect season. This is still not, anything pre-40, but I am really enjoying this.
Yeah.
I don't know that this needed to be 90 minutes though.
Yeah. I feel like there was a time when I really appreciated the 90-minute episodes, and now I just feel like you got to be able to fit this into an hour. Come on.
Yes, because the things.
Sorry,
Oop. We might have been saying the same thing, but I just don't feel like we're filling the 90 minutes with the right stuff, because I don't feel that way when I watch Australian Survivor. I never felt like, oh my gosh, why do we have so much episode? Like they put good things in there, and I'm not going to sit here and say that those are more likable people. Like they're about par, and it came on more often.
Right. Yeah.
And I still didn't complain about it. Like they're just putting the right things in there.
Yeah.
I agree.
And there were other times in other, like, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm cutting you off again, but
No.
there were other elimination cycles that were definitely shorter, and they adjusted the episode time. Like it wasn't always 90 minutes with every single Australian. Like I don't know, it changed based on what was there. And I wish, but TV in America doesn't really work the same way. Right, they just seem to kind of like start at random times, it ends at random times. There seems to be no finite anything there. I think like it's just different here, but we're just not putting the right things into the 90-minute episodes.
Yeah, because I have really enjoyed the 90-minute format in other seasons, and it's not necessarily because those casts are more likable or like they're doing things that are more exciting than other seasons. It's just like I enjoy, especially at this stage of the game, I don't like it when we get to merge and we've only really met one tribe of people because that's the tribe that keeps going to tribal. So there you have like all the relevant edits. I like the 90 minutes because it allows us to get to know everybody more. So we at least have some concept of all of the other players, but you have to edit them like to your point. Like I don't want to see a bunch of filler. I want to see interesting content about these people. I want to see game related conversations.
Right. Because, like, even as an example, like, I felt like we didn't need, like, I mean, I guess it's funny because of what happened last week, but, like, it went on too long, this whole, like, segment where Sam is babysitting Andy. Like, there was some interesting stuff in there, like, Andy running off and going and finding the Beware advantage and not taking it and leaving it there, and then Sam and Annika going back and finding it. Like, that's all good. But, like, did we really have to get, like, 5 to 10 minutes of the buildup of Sam being like, I'm on Andy duty. Like, I gotta watch him and make sure he doesn't do anything. It's like, all right. Like, I don't need all
get it. Right.
Yeah. We all know that Andy is, like, a loose cannon. Like, I don't need to see all this. But... all right, let's get into this episode. We actually started at Lavo. And yeah, this was very interesting to me. I'm curious to get you guys' opinions on Rome, who we knew found the Beware advantage. He goes and tells Teeny that he found this box. Teeny immediately goes and tells Kishan. What did you think of this whole thing? And then Rome walking up on them as they're looking at this box. Like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Teeny.
Sloppy.
Yeah, seriously, Booba Child, this is not good. And like I wonder how many other people know that this happened like this, because I am also curious because Teeny has really attached herself to Asia. And it's like, would Asia be as down to clown if she knew this is the tomfoolery that you were up to? Like, because I'm sure that Asia would be like, look, I also am not super familiar with her, but I feel like she'd be like, oh, I'm hands off. I'm done. You are a messy ass bitch.
Yeah, this was a rough watch.
Teeny literally tweeted, like, while the episode was airing, it was like that feeling of when you text a screenshot to the person that the screenshot is of, but like worse. Like somehow worse than that.
Definitely. Yeah, somehow. I don't know. It's kind of on the same plane. This is huge. You know, because if Rome does ever get into a position where he has any kind of influence, which I'm not really sure that he will, but there's no way that this is not going to be referenced. Like, this is not just a flash in the pan, as they say. Yeah.
Yeah.
This could have a ripple effect if he's ever important.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, yeah, no.
That's a crazy way to. I know what you're saying, but that was such a
I know, and I heard it, and I was hoping we were going to leave it alone, and you didn't.
It's so funny. I'm sorry.
I mean, you're not wrong, though.
No, because he does. He just appears to be on the bottom of things, and
right.
That's where I was going with that.
No, I know what you meant.
So, sorry, I just want to make sure Rome knows in case you happen to stumble upon this. No intended shade, but you got to know you're on the bottom if you're watching right now, right? Maybe you didn't think that then, but come on.
Yeah. Now, so obviously Teeny was very sloppy here, but should Rome have told her in the first place? Like, do you think it was an okay move for him? Because, like, I think he did recognize at least that he needed more allies, and this was a way to try to get one. But of course, that blew up in his face. But like, do you think he should have told someone else? Like, do you think the actual act? I know we talk a lot about like why does everybody always tell people about their idols now? But I guess like with the Beware advantages, it does feel a little different too, because so much goes into actually getting the idol. You know, like, but
No, I do agree. I don't know if he should have said something. You know, I do feel like in these situations you kind of do have to have a little friend. I don't know how much you share. You got to have one. Yeah. You got to have one that knows some things, and I just think he didn't choose correctly.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the wrong decision to tell somebody. It should just only be one person.
Yeah, but it's also so early to know who you can tell that to.
Yeah, so maybe that decision shouldn't have been made now. You know, I feel like, what was his name? Was it Andy? Andy on whatever other team that was. Like when he told TK, he told them because he happened to pawn him.
Yeah,
and it's like, okay, so that's.
Oh, I think that was Gabe. I think that was Gabe who that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It definitely was not Andy. They have they have similar features, but yeah, no, you're right. It definitely was not that. And that I feel like that's a different situation. Like Rome didn't have to yet, but unfortunately, anyone that I think that you're trying to kind of build a foundation with, if they now know that you had an idol the entire time you've built that foundation, does that now make them not trust you? Because it's like, why didn't you tell me that all along? So I understand why the person that found it wouldn't, but being the person that found out later, I would now think that maybe there might be somebody else that rates higher than me. And that's why I found out late. And like, I don't know that you can really overcome that. But like, no, there's nobody else. There's nobody else. And it's like, but are you sure? Like, because you told me mad late. So,
right.
Yeah,
right.
I think it's tricky. I mean, in that regard, then, I mean, if you agree with that even a little bit, do you think that maybe it's better that if you find this idol early, that you just never tell anyone?
I feel like that's the way I would play it. If I got away with finding it without anybody knowing, I would not tell a single soul.
So then what do you do down the road. So let's just say, so this situation with Rome, this is definitely a hypothetical, because this is not the same thing because this had tiers, like like the
Right, right,
one
right.
tribal, like three, and then I think what was it, six, or like to get the jury or something like
I think
that
to final five.
to final five. So what do you do if you even have? Let's just say you have the one that gets you to final five, or even like the three tribal one. Because the three tribal one, unless your tribe is being eaten alive, that should at least get you to merge.
Sure.
So if that's the case, and then you use it, but in that time, because you kept it a secret, now you told somebody, now you are aligned with somebody, then you use it. Do they now feel like they can't trust you? Have you undone something there by using it?
Right. It's tough. It's a
Yeah.
hard. It's
Yeah,
a hard
I don't
thing.
think there's a clear answer to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I see, like, you almost want to slam Rome for saying, like, oh, this is why. No, this is why you don't tell people, and it's like,
Right.
what
No, I mean,
what do you do?
it's
Yeah,
very tricky because the other thing, like, there's no right or wrong answer because everybody's different. So, like,
Hmm.
whoever you're working
right.
with or you want to try to pull in, well,
Yeah,
each
yeah,
person might react differently depending
yeah. It
on
has a
the
lot to do
situation.
with also who you're talking
Yeah,
to, what the group
personalities.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of other variables.
Um,
Yeah. Okay.
Man, but I would have been pissed though if I was Rome because now I have no choice. Like I have to take this one tribal because if I
Yeah.
don't, you guys
Yep.
are going to know that like I'm out searching for this other idol more
Mm-hmm.
powerful,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that I don't have a vote while I'm
Right.
doing it. So, like that's his whole thing got blown up there. That
Yeah, it's over.
sucks.
It's over.
Which is a little strange because of how cocky he's acting, but well,
But-
you know. So okay, so we went from Lavo over to Tuku, which is where TK is really trying to, cement himself as the leader of the tribe and that everybody should be thinking the same way. We see him pulling in Kyle and then Tiana. Because initially there was kind of a bromance going on. It was all the guys in Tuku that people were looking at.
Mm-hmm.
But TK felt some kind of way about Gabe not telling him about his beware advantage right away and walking up as he was finding the key. So he decides Gabe's no good. I'm pulling in Tiana. So yeah, that's pretty much like the dynamic in Tuku. And then you've got Sue and Caroline on the other side with Gabe. I like Gabe. What do you think of Gabe's gameplay? I know he got caught finding the key by TK, but I kind of like that he knows he's on the outs with TK. So he's like, and I think he doesn't even want to work with TK, honestly. He's just like going after Sue and Caroline,
hmm
you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I was waiting for Gina there. I don't like Gabe. I think he
Oh,
sucks.
Oh,
really?
wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Is,
I didn't know there's going to be a hot take.
is he
Didn't
on
know
your
that.
draft team?
No,
I hope
Mikey got
not.
him.
Oh,
Mikey.
Mikey got him. Okay. What
I
don't
hope
you like
not.
about Gabe?
Annoying as hell. I didn't like that he referred to
Really?
Sue and Caroline as his little girls, little angels,
Oh,
whatever
his
that
little
was.
birds. His little birds.
Did not like that at all. They are independent women. Thank you very much. Put your hands up. We won't have it. We won't have it. Not Sue. Not Sue. I don't know Caroline. I don't know this woman. But Sue feels like a strong, independent woman. We're not going to have that. And Gabe I just feel like he thinks he's smarter than everybody else, and I don't like that early on in the game. Because it's like, oh, I wouldn't mind going to Final Three with these. What? Final Three? You haven't even seen a tribal yet. What are you talking about? We don't know you, and you don't even know who you're talking about. What do you mean? Oh, why do we like Gabe? Tell me, give me the pros. Give me the pros. Change my mind.
I'm very middle ground. I feel like I don't know enough
Oh.
about him to have any opinion at all. I really don't feel strongly for or against him at this
I
point.
can okay. I can get on board with you about the little birds comments. That's not.
I don't like any time
Yeah.
anyone does that.
That's
Because
not
that
my
means
favorite.
you just think that like you are the puppeteer. And you have literally no reason to think that because y'all have not been tried.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. There's something about him. Maybe he's just kind of like a nerdy guy. He seems like kind of a nice man. You know.
We'll see. I mean, what is this? Episode 2? mean,
I know. It's so weird. Actually, it feels like somehow there's been like 4 episodes already. But
Right. So much can change. Like this is my opinion after watching probably less than 10 minutes.
That's why I literally cannot form an opinion on him at all.
Right,
I just
right.
have not seen this man do much.
But you know me, I feel everything very strongly.
You sure
Love,
do.
hate,
And I love
everything.
that.
Yeah, I'm very intense. So right now, he's receiving all of my ire.
I like it. I like it.
My goodness
I like it.
gracious.
So we've checked in with Lavo and Tuku. Over
Mhm.
at Gata, everyone is it's just time to baby Andy.
Poor
People,
Andy.
I think this is the most raucous celebration for someone that's ever opened a coconut on Survivor. Just screaming, celebrating Andy. I just honestly, I'm already over it. I'm ready for Andy to
Oh,
go.
really?
I had a problem with this for a different reason. Like, he, made that statement of like, I opened the coconut, nobody cheered for me, and like that got
They
to me,
don't like
whatever.
me.
But everybody took it so literally. And now every time he does anything, they're like, yeah, just like the coconut. Woo, go Andy. And it's like, that's literally not what he's saying. He's saying, I feel like you guys don't like me because I don't get affirmed by anybody. Like, just make him feel like he's a part of the group. Like, give him his props. Like, that doesn't mean cheer for literally everything he does. Like, he's a kid at a softball game. Like, you're now infantilizing him by being like,
But-
yeah, you did
But
it, Andy.
it looks
That's
like
not what
he is
wanted.
enjoying it. It looks like he's enjoying it, though. Honestly,
But like, I don't know. It feels like patronizing, in my opinion.
Oh, I totally agree, but I don't think he sees it that way.
I don't know.
I don't think he sees it that way either. And I have to say that the more I watch Andy, I am becoming quite endeared.
I
like
like
this
him.
Yeah, this is the toxic boy that I would date the fuck out of. There are so
and you're
many
so
red
real
flags.
for that. I feel that.
Yeah, there
I
are
feel that
so
hard.
many red flags. I mean, just beating me over the head, basically taking the other end of the flag and jamming it into my eye. But I'm still down for it. Like, there's something cute about him. I don't know. I just, ugh.
I've had enough.
So
No,
does
I
this
don't know.
not mean you're not taking him off the bench to go on Team Dunphy?
No, I will not be taking him.
Whoa.
I will not.
Are we allowed to trade?
Why, you want to make a trade?
If
I
you
mean, we've
took-
never done this. We can do whatever we want. We're adults,
Listen, Mikey brought this to us. I would have had a hard vote against taking from this bench. If you didn't want him, you don't get him. But if this is the world in which we live, I was outvoted. You know, nobody asked me. So if this is where we are, then if you took Andy, who's on my team again? I have to see. I'd be open to the conversation because I do quite like him. So,
all right, let's talk business here.
We can talk business.
If you want, Kyle, you've got Annika, you've got Rome. I know who you want to trade.
Well, I will not take Rome. I will not take Rome.
Well, now hold on, because your team is at 3, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So either your option is take Andy, or just be at 3. What I'm offering you is take Andy, give him to me, and you get Rome, and everyone's whole.
I
so
think
you would rather have a hole than not be full.
I think that I
You
actually
have a hole than be whole.
At this point,
oh my god!
Oh my god! I got to be honest. At this point, I think I would actually take Andy over Rome. So if I'm not going to take Andy, I'm certainly not going to take Rome.
Shit.
You know what? That is so fucking fair.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, that's what I'm doing.
Kyle's like, take him. Fine.
Right, exactly. I can't be mad at you for that.
Right.
Okay.
No, I think I'm just going to...
potential Strat Chat trade has been shut down. Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to rock out with the people I've got. I didn't even update these. This is terrible.
No, whatever.
John Lovett,
know what happened.
my boy John Lovett was eliminated first.
Oh, I suppose I should have been the one to do this because I made these. This is on me.
That's all right.
Oh, you're such a good friend. You're gonna take the hit for me. I let you down. Damn.
I should have asked you to send the files to me, but I forgot.
Oh, good. It's your fault.
It is my fault. So my team is actually Caroline, Rachel, and Sierra.
Yes.
Now because TK's gone, so I don't care. I'll take the whole. Yeah, it's just me and my ladies, and
John and his little birds.
me and my little birds. Yeah. So
okay.
God, TK. Let's talk about TK more too. I guess we're not really there yet.
Aren't we though? We hop around.
I know
anyone
we do.
listening, if y'all look, This is not CNN. This is not the news. Okay, like you should have already watched at this point. We can do whatever the hell we want here. It's a casual conversation.
I
TK
guess
sucks.
he sucks, right?
Sucks so much. Yeah,
He
he's terrible.
sucks. What's your least favorite thing about him?
Oh my god.
What?
Wow, that's a wild way
God.
to start a conversation. You're right. That's so savage. September's going out with a bang. My least favorite thing about him is the way that he speaks about the tribe as if he's already in charge.
Yeah.
I don't like anyone asserting themselves as any kind of force, physically or socially, when you haven't at least been the tribal. You don't get to make such an argument for yourself when nothing has happened.
Yeah.
And
You're
he's
not
like,
basing it on anything. Yeah.
right. What is this? Nothing's been tried yet. And you're like, oh, if you want to be a part of my tribe, your tribe? Like, how did we get there?
Yeah.
Like, and all that kind of talk, I don't like that because like you've immediately minimized everyone else. And I don't enjoy that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. So that's my least favorite thing about him.
Okay.
But I want to be positive before I close out. TK is hot as hell. All right, he could have his way on a Saturday night, but just not at Fiji. Okay, not in Fiji.
Oh yeah, he's an attractive man. You know what I could not
John
stand?
doing the best he can.
You know what I could not stand? He's an attractive man. He is. What I could not stand. Okay, I hated that he was targeting Sue. First of all, because I like Sue.
I love Sue.
And she just wanted a nap, and he wouldn't shut up. Okay, that was really annoying.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I feel that. It's got to go night night.
I think he said "bro" more than like any other person in the history of the world in like one conversation. But what really pissed me off was the tribal council before he got voted out, and the way that he was like sitting there, like explaining the game to everyone else, like talking about how Sue, he hasn't had a single conversation with Sue and this and that, and like telling her that she has to like make relationships, like as if she doesn't know, and as if she's not about to vote your ass out with the allies that she has been talking to and been making. Like, shut up, dude. Like,
right, she's just not talking to you, like because she doesn't want to play with you.
Yeah,
like,
and what does that say about your game? Maybe you need to be taught how to play.
Thank you. Yes, love it.
So yeah,
Totally
TK really got on my nerves, and I was hoping he would do well because he was on my team. But
our apologies. Actually, when you chose him, I was like, "Oh, he might win. He might win this one." Like I did feel like that was a really solid choice. And when put into practice, no bueno.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it's definitely it's funny.
SAWWY.
Sorry.
It's annoying too because I felt like episode 1 was fine for him. You know, that's what like what we were saying. It's so early that like we really don't know anything about these people.
Yeah, I feel like Kyle didn't like him from go.
Yeah, episode 1 was okay. I wasn't irritated. Episode 2, if there was America's vote, I would have given him a disadvantage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think, Jeans? Did you like him?
Again, like I feel like I don't have a concrete opinion on most people. Like it's too early for me to really know how I feel because I haven't seen enough of them play, you know?
Gina is the personification of Switzerland.
Listen, if I don't like someone, I'll say it.
You don't have enough, but you have enough hate in you. Enough,
no, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But like in a situation where we're all making these comments based on very little, she still refuses. Like she will say, like, no, you know what? I don't know enough. I do not feel like I am educated enough on the subject, so I won't.
Well, I want to wait to make an opinion. I said I like Andy.
But you have to have an opinion now because you're not ever going to have more information.
TK's gone. That's it.
Right. That's fair.
You have to go off the information.
You are so real for that.
Yeah, you have to go off the information that we do have. And the time he was there, he sucked. So hate him with us. All right, join us.
Okay, fair.
Or no, just stand on your business. Okay, at least you're with us.
Boo, boo. Tomato.
Okay. what did you guys think about Andy finding the Beware advantage, putting it back? Would you have put it back?
Well, it's hard, because you don't know what you're opening. And Andy did know in that moment that he was not in the most secure position. So putting it back, because knowing that if you open this, you're going to lose your vote, that's your only form of currency. So
Yep.
there's a version of this that's like, it sucks because we knew as viewers that this was like not as hard an idol to get, but based on previous seasons,
Right.
I could see why he might want to put this one back. Like, you know what, I really can't fuck with this. All I have is my vote.
Yeah, all of the other new era seasons that had these Beware advantages, it's a freaking, like, you're out your vote for weeks.
Yes, people have lost it from multiple tribals. Like when you think back even to what Xander had to do with the whole quote thing, I know we haven't
Oh my
seen that in a
God.
little while, but you also don't know if that might be coming back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, not knowing. If I was in Andy's position, I might have put it back too. Like, you know what? I know where it is. Let me just think about this, feel some things out. I got to mull this one over. Now, what do the rules stipulate though? If you take the Beware advantage and just keep it on your person, but don't open it, what does that mean for your vote?
Probably nothing, because you don't know what's in there. Like,
that is what I might have done.
You don't know that you lost your vote. You haven't opened it.
Right. If that's the case, then I might have just kept it, just to make sure no one else gets it
Just
until I
throw it
make
in the
my
ocean.
decision. Yeah, and if I don't want this, then I'll just get rid of it.
I have to assume it's only once you open it that it's active.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, it's dirty. We just put it in the well. I mean, Rome's whole body was inside of it. So, like, at this point, like, who fucking cares? Like,
Right.
I mean, not that was the same tribe, but I mean, if this is the things that we find acceptable, so like, whatever. But I think I might have taken it and just kept it unopened.
I didn't even consider that an option, but you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about it too. Like, I don't know if I would want anything to do with the Beware advantage. It just sometimes seems like it could be more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, even if
It's
I
not
felt like I was
executed
in a
properly.
good position, like I can't really know that.
Right.
Like, do I really want to give up the one thing that I have that I can?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it would have been especially hard for Andy to actually get this idol, because like it's hard enough for anybody, but we've already seen like that paranoia and anxiety like get the best of Andy.
Mm-hmm.
And just imagining him trying to hide from everybody who we already know that they were like keeping an eye on him. The whole point was Sam was supposed to babysit him and went to go to the bathroom, and then Andy was gone when he got back. So like I could not imagine Andy trying to sneak off from people, having to like dig a hole in the ground, then finding that rope and having to untie all those knots by himself, and like all these different things, like while trying to hide from anybody. I don't think that Andy could have pulled it off.
No,
honestly.
he would have gotten caught 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except, to play devil's advocate, I mean, he certainly got away with finding this on his own.
Yeah, no, that's totally true. I guess like.
So who knows?
I guess,
mean,
yeah.
I guess can find pockets of time. You have an entire day where like this is not like Big Brother, where like you're also cooking meals and things. Like Survivor is so different because you're cooking things together. You're doing a lot of other things together. It seems to be a lot of opportunity to run off again because he found this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't know.
It's possible. I just feel like all the girls were gone because they had gone on like that walk down the beach. Sam had left. Like it was literally like, all right, I know where everybody is right now, and I'm alone. Like it's not like I just woke up, I'm at camp, and like I don't really know where people are. They at the well, or are they at this place? Like it felt like a very perfect situation, and like I don't know if that would come up again for Andy. Like enough time for him to untie all the knots and to dig up the box and to do this and do that. Like I don't know, but you're right. He was able to walk off and find it, so maybe he would have been able to pull the whole thing off. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
We'll never know.
Oh my.
Sorry, should be on vibrate.
So after Andy put it back, we did see Sam and Annika finding the idol. Sam just took the one tribal idol.
Mm-hmm.
And that took us pretty much into the immunity challenge. Which this was a pretty fun one. They started in the water. They all had to. Oh, Kyle's got something.
Uh-oh.
I just want to add that I really like Sam.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like him a lot more than I thought I would.
Right. That's all. It's not really based on anything concrete. I've been enjoying his confessionals. He's just been fun to watch so far. I think he's very fun and animated. Like, I'm just
And also a
enjoying him.
theater kid.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm glad that you brought this up, Kyle, because he did actually mention when. So Andy was telling him that he had found the Beware advantage and then put it back, and Sam was like, "Oh, really?" and like acting all shocked. And Sam was like, "Yeah,
Yes.
I'm a theater kid. Like, it wasn't for singing, but I can do some acting." So
Listen,
I was like,
absolutely.
"Oh,
I forgot that. Yeah.
One thing about Survivor, we love us some dudes that look like they're going to be broy and are actually theater kids. Bring them.
right,
Yeah. I just enjoy Sam. That's all.
yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's fun to listen to. Especially in contrast, and when you think about like Big Brother 26, while we have acknowledged is one of the best seasons we've seen in a long time, we have seen some pretty painful DRs and continue to. So, like, to get a lot of Sam in this one and not be irritated, I think that's noteworthy.
Yeah, Sam is good. The whole Gata tribe is pretty interesting. Like, because Sam, it seems like, is kind of maybe getting closer to Sierra. And then you have Annika there too. Like, Annika's an interesting one to me.
I really like this cast.
Yeah,
yeah, these are awesome people.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
But all right, so we got to the immunity challenge. Tribes were also competing for fishing gear. And in this one, each tribe had to start on a platform out in the water, jump off into the water, get a bag of rice, put it through an obstacle, and then climb a wall. And then they had to, what was the thing at the end with the ball? Right? They had to, guide a ball.
Oh
to the
my
end
God,
of this
yeah.
Yeah, the ball
track.
and the little circly thing kind of guided it down. You had 3 people that had to guide it down the path. That
would
was
have broken me.
Yeah, that was very Big Brother Australia coded for me.
Sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And hey, Gata did great. They had a rough week 1, but they came in first place here. They won immunity and the larger fishing kit. We had Lavo coming in second place, getting immunity and the smaller fishing kit. And of course, Tuku coming in last, going to tribal council. TK not happy about it. Did not like that people were smiling.
No fun. No smiling in Survivor.
No business here.
Exactly. We're here to do the work.
Oh God, that whole thing was just so like, oh, shut up, man! Like,
yeah, if I was on that team, I would definitely be so angry. Like, don't you dare shame me! Like, what is this? And I think that was the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah,
I think there were a couple of taps, into the drywall, but I think this really just slammed it right on. In. Like,
well, it was Tiana's reactions too to what TK was saying. Threw up flags right away for Sue and Gabe that, like, listen, we can pull Tiana in here. Yeah, and they did. What did you think about? Oh, I know you tweeted about it, Kyle, because I saw it.
I've been ready for this one.
Yeah, what did we think about Rachel stealing some rice? What did we
leave her alone?
What the hell, man?
Especially because, like, listen, Rachel has given me no reason to believe that she would not have shared. She'd be like, y'all, I got mad handfuls of rice. Y'all hungry? Let's boil this up. Can somebody go figure out the sea salt? How y'all make salt out of the sea water? Like, she had it. Like, leave her alone. Now,
even if she was like, this is just for me, I'm taking rice for myself. At no point did Jeff ever say, you are not allowed to take this rice back to your tribe. She had every right to take it and go home with it. He did not tell her she couldn't take it. She took it. Let her have it.
Yeah. I like Rachel. I'm very
too.
Right.
I want to share something with you that because I do talk Survivor before I talk to you guys. I do talk about it on our sister podcast, Reality Guys.
That's right.
And I purposely used the pronoun sister. But it's really fun here because there is so Billy sent this.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. And this is important to note. I wonder if this is going to come up. Somebody clocked that in Rachel's back pocket, when she was removing the rice, there wasn't just rice in her pocket.
Hmm.
Apparently, she's got something else. See that little piece of string poking
Huh.
out there?
I do
Uh-huh.
see something there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's got something. She's got something. Did she find this by the rice, or was this just there all along? What is that? And like some people found this. The quote has says this is from Ryan with a shark emoji. You can find him on X as Survivor. Survivor. Like I think you're trying to be survivor in a fun way, but it's kind of giving me Sir Ever. But Ryan says, Rachel stealing the rice from the challenge and putting it back in her pocket. I can't stop laughing. So I guess he was really just trying to point out that she didn't take all the rice out. However, there is a little piece of string there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah. I
Does
want
she
to know.
have something else? Another trick up her sleeve?
Or did she
Yeah.
find something in this rice that was maybe meant to be found, and she's the only one who found it?
And like the rice was almost a decoy. Like I'll hide this. People will see me putting stuff in my pockets, but I'm just taking rice. That's all.
Right.
Hmm.
Could be.
I'm really intrigued. Let's see if something comes of that.
All right.
I
So
just like
Rachel might literally have something in her back
I
pocket.
love it. I just like top to bottom loved this moment because I don't think I would have even thought to steal rice from this bag. Like that never would have occurred to me. I would have been oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I did.
Oh, really? I literally would not
I'm a
have
fat
thought
boy.
of that at
I was like,
all.
y'all gonna give them a whole sack of rice and think they're not gonna just walk out of here with some of it? That's such a
I
waste.
saw her do it and I was like, wait, that's brilliant. Like I would not have thought about that at all.
I would have
She-
forgotten there was a challenge happening. I just would have packed my pockets with grains of rice.
They should have let her take it. I'm mad at
This
Jeff
is
for
me
that.
hungry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she should have
Also,
gotten to
who
keep it.
ratted her out? You know he did not see her do that. He was commentating.
I guess
Who's the
someone
rat?
from production.
Who's the
must have-
rat?
Yeah.
Or a disgraced member of another tribe.
Disgrace.
Just like
Oh,
just
man.
pissed off. Rachel took rice.
Oh man.
Which is what I would do if I didn't have any. I can't have none. You certainly ain't none. I'm
Wait!
definitely. It's foul.
Oh man. That's so funny. We've never seen anything like that, right? Jeff said that was a
No.
first for him, right?
He
So
never
very
Also
fun.
surprises me. Like y'all not hungry?
Right.
Like if you really had like a sack of rice, but also I don't know that they've ever been in a situation where they actually had to open it too. Like were they ever in a position to steal it?
Not that I've seen, I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're not really
Yeah.
the proper survivor fact checkers. Like this is not the right house for that. But yeah, I would
Right.
just be curious to know. Yeah.
But very fun. Really enjoying Rachel. Very glad she's on my team. So
Yeah, she's
I like
awesome.
her a lot, yeah.
I like her too. Yep, I like her.
But yeah, so Gata immune, Lavo immune, Tuco, we're going to tribal. So obviously TK was feeling good, thought he had all the power. But we went to tribal. He wanted to mansplain everything and act like he was the one in charge of everything, had it all together. But what ended up happening instead was that TK got TKO'd, knocked out.
You felt real good about that.
Oh my gosh.
You felt real good
me
about that.
couldn't wait. And I love it. That's the shit I get excited for too.
Yeah.
I would leave post-its on the side like, don't forget to say this. This is a smasher.
A smasher. But yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about tribal already, but any other thoughts about, anything that we didn't bring up?
No.
Sue was out for blood.
As she
was
should
having
be.
None of
As
that.
she should be. TK did not let her nap, so now he has to pay the price.
Sue's a savage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what's the deal? I mean, obviously we haven't seen a lot, but like, there were people saying that Sue is like already breaking down or something. Like, she's not going to be able to handle the physical part. But I haven't seen any evidence of that yet. She seems fine to me. She
I
seems
actually
fine.
feel like they just said in the last episode that like Sue was impressive because she was kind of putting up.
Yeah.
So I was a little surprised to hear that bit. I don't know if somebody's just judging her and like that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. But I like Sue. I think
Is it just us?
I think she's gonna be in this for a while, you know.
I'm down.
Gina, do you like Sue?
She's giving me Angela vibes, but like in a good way. You know what I mean?
Angela, like from
Like
BB
from Big
26,
Brother.
like BB
Angela
26 right now.
Murray. Yes, the Angela.
Like, I
Angela
don't know,
Murray.
just something about her in that tribal. I was like, oh, you're gonna be unhinged, huh? And to be clear, I love it. I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be
Wow.
something.
You see, but I don't think Sue is gonna be crying or fake crying or anything like that. Like
That
she
doesn't mean
means
she's
business.
not gonna be chaotic.
She means business.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think she's gonna be fake crying. I think if she has a problem with you, she's gonna walk right up to you and let you know.
Oh
And
yeah,
she'll-
I think she's gonna
and
start
I'm taking that rice
shit.
back.
Yeah.
Snatch!
Oh man. But all right. The next on that we had, I'm very curious to see what happens here. Annika apparently just goes right up to Sam and Sierra and is like, "So are you two dating?" And we also just see here that Rome continues to play a cocky game. So let's see how long he lasts.
Let's see.
Yeah, I did put in these. Where are they? Here they are. Why did they get moved? Okay. So for episode 2, these were our team totals. Mikey took another win. I really stunk it up. Mikey,
Stinking up the joint.
yeah, Mikey with 57 points. You guys at least were respectable. Kyle with 42.5 points. Gina with 37.5. I had 24. Man, that's rough. I think TK had negative points in this episode. So that's just the episode. Yeah. That's just the episode 2 totals for our teams, but the overall season totals. Team Petty is actually in the lead. Oh no, I'm reading this out of order. Team Marmon is in the lead, 114. But again, you guys are respectable, 92 and 90. I got 66 points. Man,
Yeah, Team Petty and Morgino at a dead heat, basically. Very
right?
exciting.
Jeez, this is not looking good for me. It really isn't. And then these were the episode 2, the individual castaway totals. Oh, hold on one moment. Banner's blocking. All right, yeah, TK negative 1.5 points.
Wow, we don't see that often.
Sorry.
Don't see that
Right?
often.
Damn.
That's rough, especially because he did get a decent amount of confessionals too. So even the confessionals were not enough to like dig him out of this hole.
I know.
Ooh.
It was rough. It was rough.
It is rough. It is. It is. Because Kyle, I don't even remember seeing much of him at all.
He still got 5 points at least.
Right, exactly. Not only is he positive, but he technically had, well, not technically, he had 6.5 points more than you.
Yeah.
Rough. That's rough.
It's rough. It is.
It is.
The season
Sorry,
totals for the cast. So TK had negative points this week, and then I've still got one team member that's just for the entire season will have 0 points, and Mr. John Lovett.
I'm like, who's John? And like, I remember now.
Yeah.
We hardly knew ye.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see what happens with these. A lot of people low down right now. Gabe with a ton of points at 39. Yeah. We'll see.
I know that it was incorrectly played, but I am just happy someone this season attempted to play an idol. Thank you for at least trying.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for at least giving it a go. I had seen somebody tweet that the last time we saw an idol played was like December of like 2023.
Right. Something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, what? I was like, is that true? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally every single person that had an idol last season went home with it in their freaking pocket.
Ooh.
That was so annoying. Last season was rough.
And so, like, there were a lot of people that were like, Gabe, why did you waste your idol? I was like, listen,
At least somebody used it.
I'm not going to be upset at somebody using an idol this season.
Seriously. I invite all of our watchers and listeners to go down under where Survivor is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Go to
saying.
Australia, especially with the season coming up of Australian Survivor versus the World, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting to see some favorites from America like Sari on Australian Survivor. Who else is
And that's just Parvati.
a
Mhm.
Parvati? Right.
That's just
Um,
one of the seasons that we're getting from Australia because we're still getting another Brains vs. Brawn too.
yeah,
Like we're
Right.
getting two next year. Like 2025 is looking lit.
yeah. I love Australian Survivor so
Yeah, it's
much.
just better.
It really is.
Sorry,
JLP is
I say sorry, Jeffy P.
yeah.
Jeffy B.
Um, Jonathan LaPaglia is a fantastic Survivor host. So
He's a fantastic Survivor host, and he is a fantastic representation of the male species.
he's an
It's
attractive man.
yeah, it's almost as if God just personally crafted him. Just boop, there you are, and you'll live in Australia.
My little project.
Hmm. And all the angels clap and cheer.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I got. You got
Okay.
anything else? Survivor 47?
No.
That's it for me.
Okay. Well, we are going to wrap up our Survivor 47 chat now, but we are not done tonight. In about 5 minutes, we're going to get back on another stream to talk about the most recent episode of the Challenge 40, where I'm excited because Kyle has already said he has lots of thoughts and things to say.
I'm full of hot takes.
So I'm very excited, and we'll see you there. Find us on the socials at StratChatPod if you do not join us, but you definitely should join us. About 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be coming back to you with the Challenge 40. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.